Welcome to the Sports Unfolded NBA show. We're going to talk about the power rankings, the Sports Unfolded power rankings. These are the real power rankings for, what people really think. And I got Kenny here to explain it all. How are you tonight, Kenny?
I am doing great. Ready to get into this.
Yeah, we've got a good one here. I would think that the teams are settling into what really is what. You have really 6 teams that are really consistent in this list. And we have the list right here, and we're going to talk about every one of them and why they are there, and your player of the week, which is SGA, player of the week. He is a beast. And of course, Kenny, do you know?
Oh, here we go. I get cheated again every week.
Oh no, I think you got all 3 of these.
Okay.
I think you get all 3 of them.
Okay, we'll see.
We will see. I thought that last episode, but that was not the case. But I got a feeling that tonight is going to be a good night. I got a feeling.
Oh my gosh.
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
I
couldn't resist that one. Couldn't resist.
Muzzle tough.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you look at everything that has transpired in the NBA, Celtics put a shellacking on those Golden State Warriors.
It's a little bit too late. They should have did it last year.
Is it time for them to break it down?
Who?
Hugo's in the house. Hi, how are you today?
That's my guy. The Golden State Warriors or the Celtics?
The Celtics, really? Golden State Warriors, of course. It's time for them to break it down. Start over.
Yeah. It's time for them to start over. They need some trades because their bench is young. Their team is young, but they still have Steph Curry and Day. But yeah, they need to rebuild. They need to cut it, and then they need to rebuild.
Yeah,
because it's just, I mean, they're young kids, but they're not even in.
Yeah, every team has to go through this, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they stayed on top. You expend all options to stay on top, and then it comes a point where you just can't maintain that anymore.
Yeah.
And it's got to happen.
Yeah. I mean, look at last week. Last week, the Pelicans were 3-0. Oh, outstanding. And the Chicago Bulls were 0-4 last week. So what does that tell you?
Yeah. The Pelicans are a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
Zion. I don't know. We had talked about him a few weeks ago. Coming off injuries, he has to get back into game shape, right? He was a little hefty.
Yeah, he was a little hefty. This year he looks outstanding. He looks like a new man. But like you said, injuries will fatigue you. So even though you drop that weight, you still have on the court issues, off the court issues, and they pile up.
Yeah, and it seems like he's always going to have injury problems.
Yeah.
I don't. Has he had a full season yet? I don't think he's had a full season.
No.
So, so those are a couple of teams that I wanted to hit on. So you nailed those 2. Another team is Philadelphia. What's their situation?
It's time for Philly to. I don't know about Philly. It's up in the air. I mean, I mean, Embiid, he doesn't play. He's not going to play for another 2 weeks. Paul George is not fitting into the rotation as well as he should. So,
yeah, because he's kind of the guy that's supposed to bring this team together and and mesh into it to give them a third option. But when you don't have your number one option on the court, it's
exactly.
tough to really gel with that because now they don't know who that number one option is, and it should be Maxey, but I'm not so sure that Paul George is on that same wavelength.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So it's almost like he
Yeah.
feels he should be the first option.
Yeah.
And that is not the case.
No, it's not the case. If Embiid was on the floor, he would be that second option because Embiid draws a lot of double teams, draws a lot of triple teams.
Yeah.
They like to corral him, they like to cage him in, and so that opens up a lot of shooting for Paul George.
Yeah. But, so it's definitely not working the way they expected or wanted.
Exactly.
And they're just floundering around in mediocrity. Not even that at
not
times.
Even that, yeah.
So those are the teams that we really, really needed to look at. And then there's that one team that you had mentioned to me earlier today, and that is the Phoenix Suns.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So now what's going on with this team? Are they going to dismantle this?
They have to. They made a trade today for some picks, which I didn't truly understand with the Utah Jazz. But then I thought about it and I said, oh, who's the Utah Jazz general manager?
Danny Ainge.
And he loves picks. He loves picks. He loves stacking picks up. So he has the 2031 protected draft pick. Trade that for 4 other draft picks. So I think that's money to free up space for Butler. So look for Butler to go to the Suns.
So 3-way trade is what you're looking at.
Yeah.
So who is Miami going to get out of all of this?
Probably some picks. They're not going to get nobody from the Suns.
So you're saying that not only is Utah going to grab some picks, you're saying that the Miami Heat are dismantling.
Yeah, they're dismantling. Yeah. They'll probably trade somebody, but then they'll waive them. But other than that, their season's done anyways. Their season's over anyways. And we got 3 months until the playoffs. So, and the way you look at it,
wow, how a team fell apart like Miami.
Yeah.
Like that team just completely fell apart.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And I mean, is it a fact that just Butler is so upset that they didn't go out and get anybody? Is that why this has fallen apart?
Who were they supposed to get? I mean,
well, I'm just saying, during free agency period in the offseason, they didn't go after anybody. Meanwhile, Klay Thompson moved, Paul George moved, Chris Paul moved. So they didn't go out and get anybody. Maybe he felt a little upset about that. And then the mouth runs over, right?
Yeah. You know what? Look, I mean, they had a great team. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals how many times?
Yeah, a couple of times.
They had a great team. So it's just the sustainability. You get draft picks, you get these new kids, you come in, you teach them how to run the plays, you teach them how to run, you teach them the Miami Heat way, then you'll be all set. But when you get veterans that, we should do this and we should do that, you're not the GM, you're not the coach, you're the player.
Yeah. So you can join us all the time on YouTube at Rhode Island Broadcasting. So please get on there. The NBA show will feature the power rankings, of course, some NBA news, which we just did, and of course, player of the week. And do you know? You can also see us on Facebook at RI Broadcasting. Subscribe, share, follow, do the whole bits of both of those. Help us out.
Yeah.
And you can donate some stars on Facebook. We love stars. That helps the show keep going.
Yep.
So please do that. And of course, you always can see us on Twitch as well. And, you know, we got those bits that are really important, and you can subscribe there. It all helps out the hosts and the co-hosts and, you know, the sustainability of the show.
Yeah.
So do that. It is time now to get into our top 5. At number 5, you have the Memphis Grizzlies jumping in there. They're 28-15, Kenny. 651 win percentage. They've won 6 of their last 10. The one stat I look at, though, 15-12 in the conference.
Yeah.
They're beating up on everybody else.
Yeah. In the West, but the East.
Yeah, because you look at, what are they, 13-3?
Yeah. It's sad.
Outside of the conference?
It's sad because they won 56 games last year, and they're not going to hit that mark. They're not going to hit that mark because of injuries. Yeah. You got John Morant, sore foot, you know, and so they won 56 games. They're not going to hit that this year, but
he's another guy that's injured every year or suspended.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah. Not a good thing.
But it's a scary team.
Yeah, scary team. Yeah.
If John Morant is in and he's healthy and he's playing aggressively, it's a scary team.
Yeah.
And they have improved their defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good team. They're defensive minded. They just have to stay healthy and win games.
Yeah.
Consistently.
They got to get better in their own conference, though, or they're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
They have to. Because you got other teams breathing down their neck. You know, you got to worry about Dallas. You got to worry about Denver. You got to worry about San Antonio.
Yeah.
There's a lot to worry about there.
Yeah.
So, you're looking at some of the star players there besides John Morant. Who is the more important second guy on Memphis that they need to step up big time? Who's that guy?
I would say Bane.
Yeah.
Because
he's got to be good, right?
He's got to be good. What's their center's name? My mind's going blank. What's their center's name?
Don't know.
Yeah.
That's why, Memphis is an enigma to me. It's like you know they're good, but you just don't know anybody's names because they're not household names. It's just John Morant. That's the only one that people know. But it's true. It's true.
I can't think of their. Oh my God, it's gonna bug me.
Yeah, especially if that comes up later and do you know?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me. But mine will blank.
But I think Marcus Smart actually, helped this team defensively. I think he's the guy that's gotten them to the point where they think defense.
Yeah, defense.
Because I remember a couple of years ago, them with Minnesota had no clue of what defense was.
Yeah.
And they would just try to outscore you.
Yeah.
Now they can stop teams. But I think there's a few too many role players that are watching John Morant rather than helping John Morant.
Yeah, yeah.
And they have the skill. They have some talent on this team.
Mm-hmm.
But they watch. Ja will do it.
Yeah.
He'll take it. And they need to stop being assertive themselves. So I don't know. It'll be interesting with that. 3 games over 500 in their conference. That's a tough conference.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to fall out of a good position for the playoffs. Very easy. If they go below 4th, they lose in the first round.
Yeah, no doubt.
They need that home court.
Yep.
All right, let's look at number 4, Kenny. Celtics dropped a spot. And here's the one that I'm questioning a little. How are they behind Houston? And I know Houston's 7-3 in their last 10. Yep. No. Yes, 7-3. Celtics are 6-4. They look like a regular team.
Yeah, they look like a regular team, but they're in a funk. They're not blowing out teams. I mean, they blew out Golden State, but look at Golden State. Golden State is a shell of themselves. You know, yeah. I mean, they're still 5th in paint scoring, which they're scoring 60% in the paint. But other than that, they're ranked at the bottom. And threes and free throws.
Look at what they did to Houston. I don't see how Houston can be ahead of them. I don't understand it. Because they're better than Houston.
But yeah. They're better than Houston. But last week, they weren't better than Houston. No. Last week, they weren't better than Houston. But they are better than Houston. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting at?
I get it. I get it. You got to earn that spot, right? You got to earn it.
Yeah, you got to earn it. I mean,
you can't just float along and then, question why they're not where they should be. Like, they should be the number 1 team.
Yeah, they should. Exactly. They should be the number 1 team, but their inconsistencies, they're not shooting the 3 ball.
They're floating right now.
Exactly. They're not shooting the 3 well.
They need to get that hunger back.
Yep. Or there is no repeat.
They're not being themselves. They need a snicker.
That's deep. Yep.
They need a snicker.
Mm-hmm.
So Tatum, 5th in the league in scoring, 27.5 points a game. Tatum's been a beast.
Well, he's been outstanding. It's just those other guys that need to, in the beginning of the season, they were rolling. I mean, they were rolling. And all of a sudden, if you watch film, everybody knows what they're going to do. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. So what do? You go to the paint, shoot 60% in the paint.
Yeah.
But then,
so who's the guy that's been slacking the most?
KP.
Really?
Yeah, KP. And that's only because he's missing games. He's coming off an injury. But don't get me wrong, he is what this team needs. If he can get it together, and that bench can get it together, we'll be right back on top.
Wait, the what?
The bench.
Oh, bench. Oh my God, I heard something else. I was like, who is the beach? I was curious on who the beach was. So they got to get out of their funk. Could they possibly make a trade? A big trade?
No. They don't need a trade.
Are they going to make a trade at all?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think they're going to add a shooter?
No.
I don't know. No. I think they could.
Shooting is not what they need because they have a ton of shooting. They have a ton of shooters. They have a ton of.
What about a big man?
No. You don't even need a big man.
So if you could get, say, Robert Williams back for a second round pick, would you do it?
No, no,
Okay,
no,
there we go.
no,
This is all
no,
the stuff I want to know.
no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, he was a big part of Boston, but no, that bridge is over. No.
Okay. All right, number 3 on the list. Houston Rockets moving up, as we were just talking about. They're 7-3 in the last 10. They're 19-9 in their conference.
Whew.
That's pretty good.
And in the last 15 games, they have averaged 124.9 points per game.
See, this is why you're here, Kenny. This is why. Because you bring out those stats and it backs up what you do for these power rankings. And this is why I needle them, a little pick at them, as if I'm questioning your ability to put these teams in the right place. And you answer those questions like I said last time. And you just hit the nail on the head right there. Look what they've done since they lost to the Celtics.
Yep. Yep.
Look what they've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, when you look at these numbers, I mean, this is a pretty good playoff team,
Yeah.
without, like the big name veteran, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like they got this kid, what, Sengun?
Oh, he's great. He's great. He's
Sengun?
great.
What
Yep.
is his last name? How do you pronounce it?
Sengun.
Sengun?
Yep.
Like I'm looking at him, he's 9th in rebounds, 10.5 boards a game.
Yeah.
This is a young kid.
Mm.
This kid is figuring things out.
Oh yeah.
And you got to point to one person, and that is on the bench, behind the bench.
Yep.
And he is making this team flourish.
Oh, he's a great coach.
He's the one. He's the one that really got Tatum and Brown to excel, right? And just Joe put it all together and got him to win.
Yep, exactly. And he's doing that with Jalen Green. Jalen Green, he's out there balling.
Another kid.
What is he? 31.3 points per game, and he's having a season. He is having a season. Only problem is Freddie VanVleet.
Yeah, he's struggling.
He's struggling. 33
like he's been doing other things great, but
yeah.
But you know what though? That could be because the young kids are starting to learn a lot.
Yeah,
and they're taking over. So Van Vliet is not needed to do some of the things that he was doing earlier.
Yeah, you're right.
Because this team is learning on, as they go.
Yeah.
And he's what, 5th in steals. So he's contributing.
Yeah.
Getting 1.8 per game. So he's going to give you 2 steals.
Yeah. And last year he shot 48% from 3. This year he's shooting 33%. So I mean, but like you said,
an off year for shooting.
He's having an off year for shooting, but he does the other stuff: steals,
It's those intangibles that are
assists.
Yeah, and because now they're looking at it. Well, we got some guys that are young that can do this now. So now, if you focus on something else, now you have 3-4 things on the team that are taken care of that are doing better. And you look at the stats across the board for this team, it is such an improvement from last season.
Mm-hmm.
You're having the results, and this is the results of getting these athletic kids to excel. And they got the perfect coach for it. They got the perfect coach. Maybe they're keeping him happy, with somebody in the office. That could be a way of doing it, right? That could be they're doing it on purpose. Keep them happy. Gladys, go down there and keep them happy.
Wow. Gladys.
I kid around, but he certainly has motivated this team like I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, he got a raw deal.
Like the difference is glaring. So it's too bad JJ Redick doesn't have that effect on the Lakers, huh?
Hey, shout out to LeBron. 40 years old, had a triple-double at 40. Oldest player to have a triple-double.
Yeah, great. Oldest player to have a triple-double.
Yeah, well, 40, yeah.
The more I see video of him, the more it's ridiculous. All right, number 2, Cleveland Cavaliers. They are still up there, right? Now, they have a better record than OKC. Why are they number 2, Kenny?
Because numbers never lie.
Numbers never lie. Well, yeah. I'm looking at an 857 win percentage as the best record in NBA. So apparently some numbers do lie. So why is this one not lying?
Don't get me wrong. The Cavs are the 15th team in NBA history to win since the 2019 Bucks to win 35 of their first 41 games. Don't get me wrong. The Cavs are outstanding. They play very well. Okay, all right. They got Mobley. They got Jarrett Allen. They're doing real good. But these OKC Thunder,
when you compare these two teams, it's a 1-game difference. Cleveland has a 1-game lead over OKC on the season. They're both 8-2 in their last 10. Cleveland is 23-5 versus their conference. OKC is 19-6 in their conference. So they are dominating their conferences.
Yep.
This is going to be a shootout to the end.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Because it's going to matter if they both go to the NBA Finals. It's going to matter. Because right now, Cleveland would be home court.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? How many times has Cleveland won against the OKC Thunder this year?
I don't think they have.
Exactly. 0.
Yeah.
0. They played Thursday. And how many turnovers do you think the OKC forced from Cleveland?
That's the difference maker, right?
Yep.
Is that defense?
How many do you think?
I'm going to say 25.
21.
Oh, I was pretty close.
21 turnovers.
I was close.
And they all came off of points. When you turn the ball over, you got to run back, play defense. You can't give them easy layup.
And it's that transition game, right?
Yeah.
You know, OKC is a little faster. You know, just a little faster, you know, in all these aspects of the game. And that little bit faster makes a difference in that transition game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
When you're going on offense and you turn the ball over and you can't get back because the speed of OKC is too much to overcome. So you can't. Cleveland knows they can't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
And we saw this a couple of years ago with the Celtics, right, in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The year they lost to Golden State.
Yeah.
When you turn the ball over and you're not going to be able to get back on defense, that makes a big difference.
Huge
So
difference.
once you start crossing over, I think it was 18.
Mm-hmm.
18 for the Celtics was too much, and they can't overcome it.
Yeah, exactly.
And Cleveland, to me, is just like the Celtics.
Yeah.
And that could be their demise. It isn't because they shoot threes a lot. That's not what's doing it. It's when they turn the ball over. That's what loses the game for them. And that's going to be the team that you compare to the Celtics of a couple of years ago. That was their demise. Can't do that against good teams,
right?
Because they make you pay.
Oh yeah,
they make you pay, and that could be the difference in Cleveland. I mean, I'm happy for them. So that was OKC number one. When you look at OKC, I mean, obviously it starts with SGA, right? I mean, it starts there. But they are more than a one-dimensional team.
Tell me about it. SGA took the night off Thursday against the Mavericks. With him, they score 121 points. Without him, they score 104 points a game. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, that's a big difference.
That's a big difference. That is a big difference. And as of last week, he's a shooting guard, and he has 77 steals and 43 blocks. That's of last week. Yeah, he does it all.
Look, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But are we seeing a second kind of like Kobe coming?
Ooh, that's some big shoes to fill.
Okay, yeah, but then you ask the second question: can he be better than Kobe?
That's some big shoes to fill. That's some big shoes to fill.
It is big shoes to fill.
There's some big shoes to fill.
What if he does?
Oh, I'm not gonna put that pressure on him.
What if he?
I'm gonna
imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if he wins the championship this year? Then you start talking about, you start putting him in categories of shooting guards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how long is it before he starts getting compared to the best?
I'm not going to put that pressure on him.
Oh, I'm not saying he's there yet. I'm just saying if he wins this championship this year, then you start to wonder.
Yeah.
When did Kobe win his first? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times we say these things. Oh, he's another Michael Jordan. He's another Michael. I remember when they drafted Tony Kukoc. Remember?
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, he's supposed to be another Jordan. Oh, he's supposed to be another Jordan." Tony was a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Right, good player.
He was a great player. He can pass the ball. That's why they call him the waiter.
Of like a McHale.
Thank you.
That's a McHale like kind of player, right? Which is great to have. Let me tell you.
Yeah, which is great. Exactly. I mean, Tony was a great passer. That's why they call him the waiter, because he can serve it up. He's a great passer, but he was nothing like Jordan. He was nothing like Jordan.
No.
So you get these guys, oh, he's supposed to be the other, he's supposed to be the other, and it gets them to say, oh, okay, I could beat. No.
Yeah. No. So, I mean, you look at all these shooting guards in the past. Look, Ray Allen.
Ray was nasty.
But he's not the same kind of player as Ray Allen.
No, Ray was nasty.
He's beyond that, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Ray Allen, one of the best shooters of all time.
Yeah. Oh,
love him, right? Love Ray Allen.
Oh, okay.
But what this guy can do just blows my mind. What he's able to do.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a complimentary piece.
Yeah.
Like Ray Allen is a complimentary piece. You know, he's got a great shot, blah, 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 the whole bit. This guy can take over games like on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
You know, Ray Allen can take over a game, but not everywhere on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Ray gets his shot off of screens, off of double teams. You know, SGA, he can create his own shot.
He creates for everywhere. Yeah. Doesn't matter where he is. He's got all the skills across the board that he could dominate games.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's just not, 7'5".
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But he dominates games. Like when you look at the end of the game, chances are he is going to score more points than your top guys.
Yeah, true.
And that's why I asked the question about, if he wins, how long is it before he starts getting compared to, those greats? And I would say it would start at 2.
Yeah.
But if he gets 1 this year, then you can start, then you can start wondering. So Kenny, let's talk about your player of the week. He's that guy, right?
Yeah,
that's
funny.
Guy.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Look, and he's just still nonchalant about it. It's like, hey, I'm doing well.
He's giving you the Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, he could be the best player in the league.
True. This is true. I think he is.
I mean, because when you look at it, you have him. You have Joker. You have Luka. You got Giannis.
You got LBJ. Yeah.
Antonio Davis.
Antonio Davis.
I knew. Yeah, there's some guy that's good over there in LA. It's got to be him.
Yeah.
And Tatum, right?
Yeah.
Is Tatum in that conversation?
Oh, most definitely.
I don't think I'm really forgetting anybody.
No.
I mean, because to me, those are the guys. I don't count Embiid because I really don't think he can stay on the court enough.
No.
So I look at those players and say, well, this is the face of the league now.
Yeah.
This guy, I think, might top them all.
He might, because
right now, to me, it looks like a battle for the top of that. The king of the hill, right? There's this battle, and they're all trying to flex their muscles. This guy right now, this year, he's sitting at the top.
Yeah.
And he's just trying to fend off all these others to take that top again.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously, Joker is probably the guy that might be on top right now. But you look at him, and it's like, well, that doesn't even make any sense. Right? It doesn't make sense.
Right,
this guy shouldn't be that good.
Yeah, true. Yep. Yeah.
But there he is, constantly being talked about MVP. But this guy, this might be the guy that takes the next 3-4 years from everybody.
Yeah.
He might be that guy.
He might be.
And who knows? Maybe Wemby will be in this picture next year, maybe. He's playing well. He's doing
very well.
So, I mean, I got to congratulate this guy for what he's done in the past couple of years. He's like changed the landscape of the best players.
Yeah.
He's changing that landscape. And everybody wants to do it. They're trying to show that they're the guy, but this guy, it's day in, day out. You're going to get 31, 32 points.
Yep.
And that's that. So, player of the week, Kenny. Yep. I mean, we've talked about him for a while, and there's always more that you could talk about with him just by what he does in games.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, Kenny, you know what time it is?
Yep.
Do you know? And let's bring up these great stats. If you're at home and you want to play and you want to get your name up there on the list, please, by all means, comment. I know there's people watching. I'm looking at those numbers, and there are people watching. Now, with that being said, you need a big day. You're 4.5 and 14, so you're like 9.5, in the hole.
Cheated.
So question number 1, Kenny, do you really think that you can get all 3?
Okay, all right.
Now, we talk about the leaders. Points per game, SGA leads with 31.5. Tatum is number 5 at 27.5. Rebounds, Sengun is the best out of all the top 5 teams.
Yeah.
With 10.5 boards. And steals, SGA leads out of all these. He's second in the league.
Yeah.
2.1.
Yep. Yeah.
So, who was the first Houston Rocket to be the season leader in rebounds? So he finished the season as the leader in rebounds. Who was the first guy to do it?
First guy to do it, Houston Rocket. Rebounding. Olajuwon would be my pick, but that's too easy. That would be too easy. So I'm gonna go with
first Houston Rocket to do it.
Charles Barkley.
No.
No, it's not. No. It's not.
That's too bad because I thought you were going to get this one. I thought it was easy. Moses Malone.
Of course. Of course it was Moses.
1978-79.
Yeah, Moses Malone. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah. You know what? I couldn't even think of his name. I couldn't even.
All right. Well, we got to change that right here. So it is now 4.5 and 15.
Wow. You're going to do it right now? Wow, that's crazy.
These are easy.
Easy.
Number 2.
Yeah, okay.
Sticking with those leaders that we were saying.
Who
was the last player to win consecutive steal titles? Last player to do it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Consecutive, right?
Consecutive. Last player to do it.
Oh, it could be 3. It could either be John Stockton, it could be Chris Paul, or it could be Jason Kidd. Damn. I'm gonna go with oh my gosh. Steals. I'm gonna go with Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is correct.
Boy.
Chris Paul is correct.
Thank you.
So think about all the things that he's done
Oh yeah. What happened? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, Ron has disappeared. He's disappeared on me. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? There you go.
All right. So, yes, Chris Paul is right. Now, I'm going to give you a shot at. Yeah, I know. I'm going to give you a shot at an extra point.
Okay.
The last time he did it, he had more than 2 years.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the years for bonus points?
Oh. No, I could tell you the team he was on.
Well, I know what team he was on.
Yeah.
Well, he did it in 2010 to 2014, so he won 4 titles in a row.
Yep.
Before that was Rondo, 1 year.
Yeah.
And then he had won it 2 years in a row previous of that.
Yeah, when he was at Pelicans.
So 6 in 7 years.
Yeah.
But you got it right, so that is spectacular. See, I told you. I'm not trying to cheat you, Kenny.
I beg to differ. All right.
So you got 5.5 and 15, right?
Yep.
Number 3.
Let's go. Yep.
Who was the last player to three-peat as the league's top scorer? Last player to three-peat as the top scorer in the league.
So winning the scoring title.
So win the scoring title 3 years in a row.
Okay.
Three-peat.
Jesus, oh my gosh.
It's a little more tricky.
It is.
Because it's not easy to get a three-peat in anything.
Yeah, exactly. Nope.
Unless you have referees on your side.
Like
Kansas City Chiefs.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, gangster. Okay. I'm gonna say I don't think it's LeBron. I'm pretty sure it's not LBJ. So I'm gonna go with.
Well, it can't be LeBron. LeBron only won 1 scoring title.
Exactly. He only won 1 scoring title.
Right.
So it's gonna be. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Okay, gotta be Michael. It has to be because I don't see. Yeah, it's gotta be Michael because I don't see. Spurs. Yeah, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but yeah, it has to be. There's no other. I mean, I know LeBron didn't do it. He only did once.
It really doesn't go back that far.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Indeed. Whew, this is a tough one. I can't. Give me 10 more seconds. 3 in a row. I'm trying to think of.
If you know out there, please give the answer.
Yeah, if you know it. I'm trying to think of. It doesn't go that far back.
Hell,
So
if you do that, if somebody wants to post who it is, and it's gonna
Oh,
be now live.
oh my gosh.
I will send you out some stickers and some pins. If you get it
Okay.
before Kenny has a light bulb over his head.
Has it? Yeah. Okay.
See, I didn't
Kobe.
think this was going to be that hard.
Kobe. It has to be Kobe. Gotta be Kobe.
It is not Kobe.
It's not Kobe?
It's not Kobe.
Who the
It's
hell is
not
it then?
Jordan.
It's not Jordan. It's
It
not
is
Kobe.
James Harden.
Oh, that's right.
2017-18 season to the
Oh my
2019-20
gosh.
season.
I forgot all about James Harden, yo. Oh my gosh.
That's why I told you it wasn't that hard.
Oh my god. I forgot all about James Harden. I forgot all about James Harden.
I gave an opportunity to catch up. I thought you were going to get all of these.
And look at him now. Poor James Harden.
Not good. Not good. Look at those numbers. 5.5.
Oh, I was cheated.
And 15. I mean 16, sorry.
I was cheated.
James it's Harden. Not cheating, Kenny. These you should have gotten these questions.
James Harden, yo. James Harden, really?
I mean, you got the harder one out of the three. You got the harder one.
Because you don't even think about James Harden. You're like, scoring title.
Like, I can't even believe that you didn't get Moses Malone.
That was on the tip of my tongue, but I was like, Moses Malone. When I think of Moses Malone, I think of the Bucks. I totally forget that he played for Houston. Oh, well. It's what it is.
Yeah. Well, as always, next time, Kenny. Next time. We can do another one next Wednesday if you want.
Would that be same bat time?
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the bat cave. So we could do this again next Wednesday.
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds good to me, even though today's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. I'm all messed up.
Yes.
I'm all messed up. I think today's Thursday. Today's Wednesday.
Nope, today's Wednesday. So, look, I'm glad that some people out there were watching. It would have been great if you commented. Thank you, Hugo, for being here again.
I don't think it's working.
Look, it's just a great time to come in. Join us.
Yep.
For going on daily tomorrow morning on Rhode Island Broadcasting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Mountain Time
in Edmonton
or Dallas. And for going on daily, then Friday night, Sports Unfolded at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you don't want to miss that one. I'm sure we're going to be talking some football and some basketball and some hockey. There's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
So come back to us next Wednesday night for the Sports Unfolded NBA show. We will see you next time.
Bye-bye.